Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So we're back with the company Made for Arcade. I went to this company basically to check out some couple of products and just want to buy some stuff for myself too. But I found this arcade classic Bartop. So I must say I've reviewed all kinds of Bartops nowadays here on the channel. And absolutely crazy when you're looking on AliExpress, like there are so many different versions out there, one player, two player, like different kind of brands. And this classic arcade is kind of cool, because this thing comes also with a different price tag. I do use affordable in my titles a lot, and I think we have sometimes like a different perspective when it comes to the arcade machine. So you need to take consideration, I know like you can buy these things sometimes cheaper, like different kind of qualities, but especially different kind of artwork. And not to forget, you can just make them super cheap. But this comes with the Alpha Fight. But what are we actually going to get for the money? Alright, so let's power on the machine itself. First thing, I really love the, let's say, the light up features of this device. In combination with the Alpha Fight, I'm curious what are we going to get with this machine, and is it any good? Because the Pandora's box inside is always like a question. At the front we're going to find an amplifier that we can adjust the treble, the bass, and of course the volume itself. The AK170 is a stereo amplifier. Basically they're saying on the page around like say 2 times 200 watts. But I can tell you like the speakers are in this thing are sounding quite nice. The light up key, personally I think it looks absolutely amazing, just a very basic one. It's more like arcade classics, pops up really nice, and underneath we do have like this awesome like breathing RGB effect when turning on the machine itself. Personally I really like it when they put in some RGB effect on it. So then we do have ourselves like a 4 times RGB strip, which you can see over here. Also, it comes packed with some light up buttons, and I must say I really love light up buttons when it comes to these machines. It just gives it a finishing touch. The question remains like how good is the quality of the buttons, because there we do have like a lot of, let's say, problems in the past with cheap bar tops, but I can tell you it's not like really disappointing. So when you're looking at the buttons, they have like a long travel. That's something personally you hate it or you love it, but they sound quite nice. So the overall performance when it comes to the buttons, I personally really love it. You need to get used to it in the beginning, but that's it. The joystick, also there we have like some positive things going on, because the joystick feel quite nice. They're like short, like shafted, but they have like a very nice travel, not too much. But again, they're not compatible with an, let's say, a Cellmar clone. But shall we take a close look at the menu itself, because this Alpha Fight is, by the way, in Pandora's box I have never seen in the wild or pick it up from AliExpress. What I personally really like about the arcade in general is that it comes with a 4:3 aspect ratio monitor, so we don't have like the widescreen bullshit. So the thing is with this machine, let's take a close look at the menu. The menu is kind of similar to the Pandora Ski 7, for the people who didn't know, like this is like one of those brands. But it has like the 3-dimensional and 2-dimensional list. I personally really hate it, because this one gigantic list is a nightmare to search through. There are like favorite, the history, but with the search, there we're going to get ourselves like different options. So the search basically gives you the option to search games, but they also implemented category and also platform. So everything is under here. Here we can find basically everything that you want to search for. And I think it's quite interesting. I have never seen this option, or better said, this option combined with search. It's not a bad thing, it's basically like a very good thing. I also had noticed they didn't implement Dreamcast, N64 and PSP. It's kind of funny, because that's like the system that have the most problems with these cheap Pandora's boxes, or Pandora's boxes in general. So it's very good that they basically like just didn't implement it or didn't add anything to it, because it makes no sense. Another option I've noticed, they also have the option to have light gun. So that's something we will see in the future, I'm guessing, because I do have like an icon. By the way, there's nothing on it. But we can search very easily, and it also shows what kind of platform that we're going to use it for. So super convenient. And let's take a close look at some games. I think Mortal Kombat is still one of the games that loads the, let's say, longest, but beside that, it runs pretty damn good.
Sub-Zero. Fight. Sub-Zero wins.
But if you want to go back into the main menu, you only need to press the pause button if you want to for a couple of seconds. And when you're going to press this, you're going to get a menu where we can make a quick load, quick save and go back to the main menu. An option we did see many times before when a Pandora box in general. And I must say, it works pretty damn good. And it's a super easy way to navigate through the menu itself. A common problem we're having with these Pandora's boxes that we do have like excellent good gameplay or in general good emulation, but the problem is that they always mess it up with the background sound, or they just do this on purpose to save memory. But when it comes to all these, let's say 8-bit and 60-bit systems, absolutely great. It runs pretty damn good when it comes to this arcade box. So for the old school stuff, I think you're pretty solid with this. Alright, so let's take a close look at the inside and let's open up door number 1, or basically like the only door that's in this thing. But let's take a close look at the configuration, how everything has been set up. First of all, like the cable management in these things are like absolutely great. Here are like the coin mechanism machine. There is already a coin in here because they are using their own made for arcade coins. But you can just basically do it with every single coin. So if you want to put it in operation in somewhere, like you can do that if you want to. So that is one of the options that this thing has. Okay, so let's take a close look at all the other parts that we're going to find inside the machine itself. To begin with, I have like the coin collector over here. Okay, here we do have like a separate 12-volt power supply. That is quite interesting that they did this. They have like it plugged in, not in the power supply, because this uses just your normal typical voltage. Then over here we have the VGA connection. There is no DVI or HDMI connection. Then we have like the buttons at the side if you want to do an auto adjust or what to tinker with. Over here we do have like your normal typical, let's say arcade, let's say power supply next to the 12-volt one. Kind of interesting and weird like configuration. And of course the power supply is I think needed for the Pandora's box. Like what you're going to get basically is your typical Pandora's box we have seen many times before. Here we can connect or disconnect basically the control panel, but if you want to swap it out and modify it, you can do it over here fairly easy. Here we have like the switches and of course the input for the plug at the back. So this is basically what we're going to find in the inside. It's kind of interesting, but also when it comes to Pandora's box, you can just swap it out if you want to. So for upgrading, it is possible. But okay guys, so let's close this door number 1, or the only door. And let's talk about the cabinet in general, what I think of it. But okay, so what do I really think about this? So I think it's a quite affordable bar top, comparing when I have seen all kinds of different versions, different decals, and of course different qualities. But I do like the quality. It comes with a very nice, like say, real glass front. 4x3 aspect radio monitor is great for all the games that are on it. Very nice black, good quality T-molding, and the stickers in general are looking very nice. Of course, the way how it looks is more like a personal taste. I really love this blue color, and yeah, just the vibe on this thing. It's basic, but I personally really love it. Let me know in the comments what do you think. I want to thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, hit that little bell, and become one of the Wicked family. And it would be great to see you in the next video. And again, if you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description with 5% discount for you guys. And it will be great to see you in the next video.